Let's face it, with the Y62 Patrol fuel gauge and trip computer being so inaccurate and inconsistent, one of the most important things we want to get on the ScanGauge 3 here is how much fuel's left in the tank. Hey everybody, we've got a discount on these ScanGauges at the moment. It is rare, so stay tuned. So whether you've got a Y62 Patrol or some other vehicle that was built in the last 20 years, it's probably worth having something that you can clear DTCs, diagnostic trouble codes. You want to be able to read them. If the lights come up on the dash, it doesn't help you at all. Visit your dealer and you know they're busy, they're booked out. It's every man for himself. If you've got a full drive for traveling and you're somewhere out there, you might want to know what it's related to, and the number can be picked up on the ScanGauge, and then you can do some Googling, especially maybe if you've got Starlink, even if you're in the middle of nowhere. But if you haven't, you'll get some phone service somewhere, do some Googling, or do some research and get to know your vehicle and the likely problems before it happens. Then you scan it and you go, yep, that one, P0400. Don't worry about that, just clear it and keep driving. All right, this Patrol's done just over 13,000 Ks. It's a 2025. And we've just installed this ScanGauge 3 supplied by AZ Scanners. And I've asked them for a discount for everybody because I'm gonna tell people they need something. I don't care if you buy this or not. This is what I use. I've got it in the 150 Prado. I've got it in the Patrol now. I've got ScanGauge 2s in the Hilux and the Prado, and other Prados, whatever, right? I don't really feel comfortable driving around. Look, in a newer car, I didn't really have an issue, but I didn't know what the coolant temp was. Now I do, it's 39. See that gauge there? Where it is, temperature gauge, top left, this one here, doesn't really tell you much, gives you a bit of a guide. It's good to know what's going on. Where's the transmission temp? Not there. Something else I like to know at the moment, nice and cool. I've just started the engine. You can see your battery voltage at the bottom. You can put whatever you want up here. This one, we want to look for the fuel tank. I remember, I think I was going to put it on page 3, all the trip info. I haven't done anything yet. It's just how it is. So let's see if we can find how much fuel's left in the tank. Okay, so trip distance, trip time. I don't really care about the trip time, trip liters. Let's just go to the last one because it's the same as the first one. Trip distance. Now I'm just going to look and see if I can find fuel left in the tank. Okay, so as I already explained in the previous video, you've got your standard X gauges, you've got your trip related items, and you've got your X gauge, which is the ones you download when you connect to the internet and hit go for it, baby. In this case, we want to go to trip, and we're going to go down to where it says, where is it? I'll find it eventually. Fuel remaining. Well, 13 litres, that isn't quite right anyway. Now, that is interesting in itself, because on the Prado, the fuel remaining works really well. I don't know what the go with this one is. It's a bit like what gear it's in. The gear it's in the Prado works really well. On the Patrol, I haven't driven with it yet. I've just literally plugged this in, doing a few videos for you guys. If you do want to grab one, AZ Scanners in Australia is the leading scan tool supplier, where you've got some customer service here in Australia. Should you have any queries, any issues with anything, let me know if that doesn't work out for you, and we can stop mentioning them, because I think they're a reputable Australian business. So if they're not, I would like to know about it. I've asked them for a discount code, because if I'm going to tell everybody and they're going to buy it, I reckon if they're buying it because of me, you guys deserve a discount. And that discount code is 4B4 Diesel. It's working at the moment. It's Friday, September the 12th. It's going to work for less than 1 week now, 6 days, 5 p.m. So whatever the date is next Thursday, I reckon, taking a guess, it's going to be about the 18th at 5 p.m. It's all over. So if you get paid before then, if you live in pay to pay, well, maybe you shouldn't buy one anyway. It's time to change to other plans. That's another story in another video. Subscribe, turn the bell on if you want to hear about everything to help you out. Everything that I know anyway. Fuel remaining 12. Hang on, well, let me go through and see if there's a different fuel remaining, because that could be the fuel remaining in one tank or the other. It may need some calibration. Maybe I'm not that good at this thing after all. Okay, just for the record on the fuel thing, because this is what the video was about. It was about the ScanGauge and about the fuel gauge and the trip computer you can't rely on. For the record, the vehicle's done 518 Ks of fairly economical driving once again, where the computer says 13.6, so it'll be about 14.5, 15 really, because that's what you get. Doesn't do short trips, doesn't do the school run. Fuel gauge is on about half. If I filled it up, I reckon it's going to take about 70 litres, maybe 60, something like that. But then again, is it going to fill up? Watch the other, we've got a playlist there on this vehicle. We've got a playlist on fuel economy if you want to learn more about it. But when I plug this in to the 150 Prado, I don't remember having to do much for it to give me the right info. Now this one, it says tank fuel used 1.15 litres. I guess that means it's used 1.15 since the engine's been running with this plugged in, because this is new, it's just been plugged in. A lot of this trip info I find to be inaccurate, and you got to calibrate it. And every time the driving style changes, towing, not towing, it doesn't adjust accurately. You've got to recalibrate it, so which kind of renders it almost useless, pretty much as useless on fuel economy as that. So, you know, I just prefer to go by the fill it up, which again, this is useless because they don't fill up, and then reset your trip computer. You learn your fuel economy, you learn where your fuel gauge is at, and yeah, I know what range I've got. Now, this one, it's not working out too well. I'll keep playing through these screens, but at least hopefully you're learning standard trip and X gauge. I'll go through these and try and find out if there's a way to calibrate that. Maybe I'll contact AZ Scanners and ask them if they know something, and if I find out, I'll let you know in a video, because it would be great to know. I've got to tell you, the one on the Prado, I've tested it. I didn't have to calibrate or anything. What it does do, it doesn't take into account there's two tanks there, right? It tells you that it tells you how many litres are left, but it only goes up to, I can't remember what it is. Let's say it's, I don't know, 95 litres left. So anytime you've got more than 95, it just says 95 left. So it might only be gauging one tank, which is fine. I got no issue with that. And maybe that's what this is doing when we're on, what was it? Fuel remaining at 12.8. That might be in the second tank. So somehow we need to get it onto, so that might drop down to nothing. And we've still got fuel in the other tank. There's two tanks, right? Without going into too much detail of how the fuel tanks work, in the 150 Prado, once it drops below that 95, I can't even remember, to be honest, whatever it is, once it drops below, so the point is, on the last half of your fuel, it gives you a really accurate reading of how much is left. And I've watched it, trusted it with my other experience and information, and then when I filled up the vehicle, I believe it to be accurate to within a litre pretty much every bloody time. It's amazing how good it is, and I was hoping for that on the Patrol. But that's why you watch the videos, because it might or might not work out. It's probably going to take some time and a few videos, so subscribe, turn the bell on if you don't want to miss it. Check out the Scan Tools videos in the playlist. Don't forget the discount code if you want one, 4x4 diesel on AZ Scanners. Not telling you to go buy one, I'm just telling you this is what I use. I'm showing you some stuff, what it does, how to use it, and if you want one, it's just good to have there all the time. You can set an alarms. We might get into the setting alarms in this video soon instead of what I was planning to do. Now we'll stick with what I'm planning, and it might just not work out in the 10 minutes I've allocated. And interesting info, in the 10 minutes I've allocated, car's been running, what, 5 minutes? Probably tells you somewhere here. Coolant's already at idle on a cold day up to 71, so it warms up much quicker than a 4-cylinder diesel. And the trans temp just sitting here idling has gone up to 40 degrees, just sitting here in 5 minutes. You saw what it started at. That is just absolutely crazy compared to what the Toyotas do. You got to drive them probably 5 to 10 minutes to get those trans temp 1 and 2 to go up, where this one you can see it's just marching its way up. Okay, so honestly in this video I've gone through all the different gauges, and other than the one showing not many litres left, I've been unable to work out what I'm doing wrong, or, you know, if half a tank, what it's going to show up there. So give me some time to drive and use the scan gauge, see what I can learn about it, maybe talk to AZ Scanners, and we'll have another video. But this one didn't go to plan, but I'm sure you learned something, so hit the like button. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll catch you on the next one. See ya.